chess friends, how are you? Fabiano Luigi Caruana is an Italian and American chess grandmaster who is the reigning three-time United States chess champion with a peak rating of 2,844. He is the third highest rated player in history. Today I played against him where I sacrificed my rook in the opening against him. Let's get started. I opened the game with a4. There is an incredible chess opening trap starts with e4, c5 knight f3 g6, the trap lies in Dragon Sicilian. d4 takes, then we will sacrifice our pawn on c3, takes bishop g7 bishop f4 queen a5 to target the pinned knight, play queen b3, knight c6 castle knight g6 then play knight b5 to deliver fork on c7 square. If black plays d6 then he will fall in our trap, rook takes d6, sacrificing the rook, takes and the king is under pressure, king f8 can't possible, so after king d7 play queen takes f7 check, knight blocks on e7, bishop e5 check, the king has to move back, and can you guess our final move? Yes, if you find queen e8 check, then congratulations, you are a true Stockfish man. The king can't go c7 because knight takes c8 will be a checkmate, so in this position if black plays rook takes queen then knight f7 check will be a mate. Our Fabiano Caruana is a genius guy, so I preferred a good opening against him. I mean the rook sacrifice gambit, rook to a3, sacrificing the rook. All my gambits and sacrifices are played with grandmasters, they are not bot. However, you can't play like this because human brain is made for Ludo or Snake Tree, not for chess. Fabi takes the rook, knight takes a3, I want to play bishop fumetto in queenside, e6 to play d4 then develop the knight in a good square, bring out the bishop to play castle. Black can dominate the center with his brave pawns, even he can push the f-pawn sincerely after developing the knights. Black wins outright here, but let's see if Fabi can win. He played d6, e3 to play d4 or knight f3. Knight f6 b3 castle, black can advance his center pawns and he can choose bishop f5, knight to e2, c5 by black, bishop b2 knight f6, a5 and d5 is coming to dominate the position. After a sequences of moves, I played castle with the idea of playing f4, I want to open up my bishop diagonal and rook file. Here black could play knight d5, considering f5 and a6 are the best moves, f4 f6 and after some more moves I will consider queen g4, knight is coming so king runs on h8, rook f3 to go like this. Knight before knight h5 captured queen here backs d5, rook h3 e4 queen here h6 and that's it. The game could play like this where black have big center space with a beautiful king safety while white lacks significant advantages, but in our actual game, Fabiano is not a chess computer, he didn't find the best move, instead he played a6. I'm well aware that humans frequently get entangled in the mud of mistakes. This idiot queenside position gives me the opportunity to play c4, protecting that square, and I can choose e4 d3 f3 moves to establish a knight structure for long-term development, rook d8 to break the structure, so I played d3, h6 e4, the knight cave structure is prepared. I'll now position my knights in the holes after removing the light bishop. Fabi played queen c2, h3 rook b8 and here best move for black is to play knight h7, f5 to open the file, but after bishop c1, black wants to break the b file, which is why he moved back his bishop. This is why I often characterize the human brain as simplistic, it tends to focus on a single issue while overlooking the broader perspective. f5, try to open up the f file, the bishop have a great diagonal, queen can arrive on g4 to use this file after eliminating the knight with the rook. If you capture the pawn, let me show you the variation, bishop takes f4 b6, black will be dead lost as I will capture the pawn on h6, king h8 then I will sacrifice the rook on f6, takes queen f5. Preparing for a discover check, king slides knight f5 to consider mate in 2, takes queen c8 queen takes pawn and checkmate is unstoppable, game will be over. Be the change that you wish to see in the world, so back to the position, Fabi played b5, f takes e5 and black have the option to move back his knight, which is the best move also, but inferior human Fabiano Caruana captured the pawn, which is why I sacrificed the rook on f6, this is my second time rook sacrifice, takes queen h5, threatening checkmate in few moves. How can black prevent this? If you play any ordinary move, let's say b4, Then after queen takes pawn takes knight comes, checkmate is unstoppable and black will lose the game. So back to the position, Fabi played rook b6 to protect the rank, takes, and recapturing the pawn isn't the best move as it will collapse the kingside completely, as I showed you the variations. Rook d6, bishop takes h6, rook slides, queen h4, knight f5, queen g4 is the threat to checkmate black. Here if you play any 69 elo rated move, let's say takes b5, then knight h5 will come to capture the pawn with a check, king ups, knight takes, the king can't move back because of this, so after rook takes bishop g5 check, backs takes and black will be checkmated. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So back to the position, we have f5, takes, and I want to block the position with f6, then queen g5 can lead into checkmate, bishop takes, knight takes, threatening to play bishop g7, queen h8 checkmate, so he played f6 to free up some space. So wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you soon.